Without any more hesitation, Duelyst patch 0223. It's here. For a second, I read Wave 2 of Timeless Beginnings and I actually thought that the Wave 2 was, you know, this. And I freaked the fuck out. Internally, this all happened like in a microsecond, because then I read the word unfortunately. And this is like when you know, I mean, it's never been in the situation myself, right? But you've seen it in movies and everywhere, where people react to like, when they're applying to like specific universities, and they're like, after careful consideration, and you know, thank you for your submission, unfortunately. And then you know everything's shit. So, Wave 2 of Timeless Beginnings expansion unfortunately still has a few kinks. But until then, we have a few changes in this patch that we hope you'll enjoy. Patch 0223 will be live March 2nd, around 10 PM ET. What day is today? Is it live? Yes, today's March 3rd. I knew that. Alright. So, new features. The maximum deck size for ranked matches has been reduced to 40. In friendly matches, players can now set a maximum deck size between 40 and 100. Oh, it's fucking funny. Is there even 100 cards to put? In friendly matches, players can now select cards that should be excluded from decks. Oh shit. Oh, that's actually really good, no? I mean, you can pre-agree this kind of thing, right? But I like the flexibility before starting, you know, it used to be friendlies just random, right? You may go first, you may go second. They added, you know, which player you were. Now they're adding even more and more modifiers, which just feels good. And I'm not someone that usually plays a lot of friendlies, to be honest. But this feels like this is cool. 100 card Fat Mag mirror is gonna be hard. No. I don't think. Maybe. But you know, at least it will be outside of ladder. We knew about this maximum deck reduction. The opinions are diverse. I haven't built much outside of 40. So for me the impact is really not on my deck building, but more on what we face. I do like that it removes a little bit of power of fatigue, because they can't have that big of a deck, I guess. I don't think it was bad, the fact that people could go over 40. I've seen a lot of people going to 42, 45, and having a good deck, having fun with the deck. So I don't see that there was a need to implement a 40 card limit again. I guess I don't really know if there's like an explanation on why going back to 40, besides the, you know, how people were frustrated with playing against control. But at the same time, I don't really have a problem with reducing it to 40, as it doesn't affect me, right? But sometimes you have to think a bit over your bubble, you know? Sometimes you have to think a bit outside of what you care and what you want. I don't think it's bad if people build 42, 43, 44 card deck because they wanted to add a specific card and they didn't find space. But yeah, this is what it is, right? I don't know. I don't have much of an opinion. I would have preferred, if the problem really was control, I would have preferred control to be like, you know, limited somehow else, other than just limit cards, right? Bladham's thoughts were like this. Oh, he likes it more when Duelyst is a resource management game of deck versus a 55 card deck make that relationship a little odd, where people can pay some consistency in order to gain an advantage in the trading. This is paraphrasing. That's why it was difficult for me to read it. It always happens with Bladham. I'm just incapable. I don't know. I'm bad in English, Smarty. Don't be sorry about it. I should be better. In a future update, players will be able to import-export rule sets. Oh, that's sick. That is sick. Battle ribbons can now be marked as visible hidden on the profile screen. Hidden ribbons won't appear. I just got my banner and you want me to hide it? That ain't happening. It's just not. No. I ain't hiding my ribbons. But, you know. I think the possibility of doing it is not bad. I like it. I like these type of like tweaks to the game, to be honest. I know they don't add much to, like, you know, the playing of the game itself, but they do give the game a little bit of depth in terms of, you know, being a fully developed game, right? I can hide the banner, shame. I'm not ashamed. Can you imagine? I hide Vitruvian, you know, because it's the one I have the most. I just hide everything except the banner. That may happen. That may happen. We might be, you know, someone that only has a banner. New game mode. The Frostfire Festival is over, but a new unracked game mode will replace it this patch. The Amazing Race game mode is inspired for a fan mode of the community where generals are immune to attacks, and the main win condition is to touch all 4 corners of the map. We have implemented the rules outlined in the original Reddit post in-game and can't wait to see the interesting deck strategies players come up with for this new challenge. Winning a match in this mode will also grant an exclusive Amazing Race title. That's... So do you have to have all corners occupied before your opponent, or you just have to touch it? I think you just need to touch it, and once you touch one corner, you're good to go, right? That would make sense. If you have to like play some type of like survival in each corner, that's gonna be difficult. Black Locust? Mist Walking OP. What about Sun Templar? Airdrop, and then you just have a bunch of 1-drops and you just drop in every corner. Oh wait, an alternate win condition. But what is the other win condition? If the generals are immune to attacks, how do you die? Your general needs to reach the corners. Fuck, this would go forever, no? Oh my god, Reaper of the Nine Moons is actually hilarious with this. Oh my god, there are ways to kill people without attacking. Oh no, this is an abomination mode. It's like, touch the corner and get abominated. Oh, burn damage as well. I want to try this. I don't know what deck I'm gonna make. That's hilarious though. What if you use walls to block your opponent's movement and they can't move? Like, a walls abomination might not be a bad deck for this. Bug fixes. There were some scenarios where Echo Mage was not properly copying spells. I think Smarty called out this little bug the other day on stream. Echo Mage should now properly copy the first spell cast when it's Zealed. So Joner was only returning minions due to a bug in the code that filtered out generals from the set of cards it could return. I think they meant neutrals. Or I don't know what they meant. But I don't think they... It should now probably be able to generate any non-token, non-general card. Okay, so there was some problem with general for some reason. And you were only getting minions, so now you get spells as well. I wonder why nobody noticed that. Oh, people knew? Okay, well, I guess I didn't know. Sarlacc Abyss with Meltdown. I mean, a bunch of Sarlaccs does sound interesting, yeah? Oh, War Talon! Oh my god. I'm actually really hyped to try this Amazing Race thing. Okay. We have arrived, effectively, unilaterally, to the card changes. So, be ready to be furious. Be ready to be happy. Just be ready. For everything. Disappointment. Whatever it's gonna happen. Honestly, my expectations are down. Just so that I don't, you know, that the drop is less. Oh, the code looked for cards that were not generals. And it only applied to minions. I mean, it's the type of thing that, you know, when you're coding it or whatever, you don't think about it, and it just slips, right? I'm not surprised about that. Sundrop Elixir. First card that has changed. How can you change Sundrop? Like, it has to be a healing. Like, it's literally a potion. Okay, so Sundrop Elixir, which before healed 4 for 1 mana, still costs 1 mana. Goes back to healing 5. Fuck. Okay. That's a lot of heal for 1 mana. Like, Magmar is over there spending like 4 mana to heal 9. And you just heal 5 with 1 mana. Easy peasy. Lemon fucking squeezy, man. I mean, okay. No strong opinion about this. I was happy with the 4. Because it used to do 5, right? I was happy with 4. But no comment. Divine Bond. It cost 1 more mana. Oh my god. This is gonna be insane, isn't it? Okay, so before it put the health as the attack, right? Now it sums it. Didn't it used to do this? I think it used to do this. It's actually much more playable like this, but 3 mana is a lot of mana. Man, we cannot do the combo anymore. We cannot combo Elix with Divine Bond because of that 1 mana increase. So now basically you're probably gonna be adding 3, 4. But now Divine Bond does stack, which could lead to OTKs with Divine Bond, right? Before, if you give this to an Ironcliff Guardian, it became a 10-10. Now, if you give it to a Ironcliff Guardian, it becomes a 13-10. And if you give a second one, it's a 23-10. Seems like a good increase to me. Oh. I mean, I liked it at 2 mana because it was very flexible to introduce in any turn. 3 mana is a bit more expensive. Hello, Portway! We're reviewing the patch! Oh, wait. I didn't know about Elix Sabra. Oh, God. So Elix changed as well? Oh, my God. Okay. All right, all right. We continue. Sunriser. Oh, what I said about the fact that you can't combine it in the same turn, right? I thought that they also changed Elix. Yeah, 3 mana is much more than 2. And the Elix combo is one of the biggest reasons of why. Hello, Eresian J! How are we this fine morning? I mean, we have a Duelyst patch. Could we be any better? Probably. Probably? But at least it stacks now, Abra. Like, I like the fact that you can add several. It does suck that you can't combine it as well. And it's gonna be much more felt the turn you play Divine Bond, right? You play Divine Bond now to go for the kill, I guess. Like, now you want much more out of it because you're investing 3 mana. Before it was just 2. You could Divine Bond, you could just Divine Bond the... Silverguard Knight, just to get like an 8/5 for 2 mana. No, 8/5, no, 7/5. And it was not that much of an investment, right? But now, I mean, now you get an 8/5, but you do have 1 more mana. So in some cases, you don't get that much more benefit, right? It's not like when you divine something, it has a huge attack. But the fact that they stack can be meaningful, right? You can rage 1 in 100 game because your opponent double bonds you. Yeah. It's not gonna happen many more times than that. Wait, so did they change the deck max? Yes, they did, Portway. It's back to 40 limit, but only in ranked. In friendlies and stuff, you can still use more than 40. But they did put a hard cap on the 40. So Sunriser. Before, 4 mana, 4/4. Whenever you heal, it does 2 damage to everything around it. Now, after a unit is healed, deal 2 damage to nearby enemies, but it's a 3/4. Okay, it's not that big of a change. Honestly, this is the stat the Sunriser cares least about, in my humble opinion. So, it's definitely a nerf, don't get me wrong. One point stat goes a long way. But Sunriser cares about surviving and cares about the damage it does, right? So, the fact that the damage stays at 2, the health stays at 4, means that, you know, it's still fine. You'll get, you know, 1 less hit when Sunriser hit, but to be honest, count with your hand the amount of times that you slapped with Sunriser. Not that many. Dies to Night Sorrow Assassin. That's so 2021 or something, Jay. What the fuck? I think 3/4 Sunriser was not played in D1. But maybe people just slept on it. It was the same, and people didn't play it? Interesting. Oh my god, did they change Night Sorrow Assassin? Oh no. Oh no. I'm already smelling it. Okay. Alright, so this is Sunriser. Not big change. Guys, they changed the taskbar! No! I have not seen the taskbar touched in ages! I cannot believe they changed the taskbar. Okay, so 2 mana, 3/3. At the end of the turn, no, at the beginning of your opponent's turn, it returns to their hand and does 1 damage to the general, right? That was before. It's still 2 mana. It's still a 3/3, and it still has rush. So what does it do? More damage? It doesn't do damage anymore? What? Did they just buff the Taskbar? I thought they were increasing the damage to 2. What the fuck is this garbage? Bro. Who approved this bullshit? No, bro, like, what the fuck is this? Come on. Come on. This is literally a punch in the face to people that are complaining about Songhai. It's like, I'm not gonna back down. I'm gonna double down. The reasoning with actual 100% zero irony is Tuskboard did not see enough play in more varied lists. Are you freaking serious? Bro, what deck of Songhai did not play Tuskboard? Fuck, even some people in the artifact list of High, even in the artifact list, were still playing Tuskboard as one of like the 3 minions they were playing. Like, bro, when do you not put Tuskboard? It's fucking broken. Honestly, okay, I can live with this. I don't understand it. I genuinely don't. I really liked that ping. It punished using Tuskboard. You know what I mean? Like, people were actually slightly punished from Tuskboard. There has been 1 in 100th time where my opponent has died because of the Tuskboard ping. I'll take that 1 in 100 and not transform it into fucking 0 in 100. Ah. Yeah, I think Boar was correct in Artifacts pre-patch too, but some people disagreed. They don't know. Every time I play against High, the first turn, I get hit by a Tuskboard. Exactly, White. Exactly. And sometimes, some players going first would actually use the Tuskboard to steal the orb, okay? At least they were getting pinged. At least. But no. Now, no punishment. To be fair, that was not at all the reasoning. Oh, it wasn't? I just actually believe Jay. I don't know why I would do that, though. Wow, I am in disbelief. I was convinced that they nerfed it. Like, there was not a shred of doubt in me that it was a nerf, and it was never gonna be a buff. Pando? Okay, so Pando used to be... So Pando is a token when you Onyx Bear Seal, right? Used to be a 0-1, I think. Such a cool sprite, by the way. Pando getting the buff. He does not die to fucking, like, how much do I hate when they Pando and then they have the audacity to ping it with the fucking ninja star card. I don't remember the name. Gotatsu. Well, now you have to use 2 Gotastos to kill my Pando. And he will cover my back with his little alcoholic beverage. The reasoning is they want more and different high lists to see more play, and that the ping felt unthematic with the card. They specifically mentioned Ping Boar as a reason Mask of Shadows was not seeing more play, by the way. Bladham said he wants to make Artifact High better to reduce the share of Spell High. I mean, to be honest, Spell High just fucking rocks. But this just makes Spell High better. The idea of that Boar already saw play in every list anyway, but now with the ping gone, it opens up more reasons for people to play other decks that weren't before for some reason. But even then, yeah, this just makes Spell High better. The thing is, you, in one department, Vanner, you know, in the Vanner Kindred, you specifically target Fenrir, and you change how Fenrir is, clearly making Fenrir worse because of the damage to the spell. So you target Fenrir because you want variety of deck building within Vanner, right? And you don't want Fenrir to be in every single list. That was the reasoning for the Fenrir nerf 1 month ago. Fast forward to today, you buff a broken card because you want to see it in every deck? It doesn't fucking make sense! It doesn't make sense! I don't care! The thing is, people will always play the broken shit. It's natural that people want to win. People want to win. How do they win? They win with playing the best decks. Playing the best decks, the fact that you change a card that is in both decks, or that could fit both decks, doesn't mean that people are gonna play more different decks. People are gonna play the broken shit, because people like to win. I don't know. I disagree with the board change. It doesn't really anger me. I just find it funny. I do like to play high. I really enjoy high, so. The board ping lethals were like such a cool way to finish your opponent. It's like, die for your fucking sins. Your greed is your end. It's a vibe check, the panda change. I like it more at 2. The thing is, it still dies to Rift, but it doesn't die to the Gotatsu anymore. So I like that. Hammond Blade Seeker. Guys, we have so many changes this patch. I'm going insane. So Hammond 5 mana, 8/8. It would, oh my god, it's not gonna ping anymore. Just watch Hammond not ping anymore. Still 5 mana. Still 8/8. This is what I was expecting. I don't disagree with this. I think you should be punished for being able to play an 8/8 at 5 mana. Has Choco realized this is the Timeless Beginnings revert patch? I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, this is really harsh on Hammond, honestly. 2 ping per turn is a lot more than 1. If your opponent manages to like freeze it or stun it, this is gonna be expensive, man. If you can't manage to bring Hammond close, don't play it. Like, bro, don't play it. Cause it's gonna be your demise. I don't dislike this change. I think Hammond is gonna come with a price tag on it, and you better be ready to pay it. Oh, they changed Oserix! Hammond change was dumb the first time it happened. Card was solid enough and suffered from matchup tables and spell high being overtuned, but the card is fine. Yeah. I mean, I think in lower ranks of gameplay, Hammond is really strong. It is, Oserix! You have not been bamboozled! Oh shit. Did I not update the title? I think I didn't update the title. I wrote it, but I didn't click on done. Happens too many times. But yes, this time it's for reals. Oserix. Is Oserix playable now? Bro, please. Please. 7 mana. Stays at 7 mana. Better have a impactful. I don't know. Wow. 9-8. But increasing the stats doesn't make it more playable. We need immediate action. So give me an effect with immediate action now. Okay. This is interesting, huh? I mean, the thing is, if they don't kill Oserix, they cannot kill you, because your general takes no damage on your turn. I mean, I like this. Like, imagine your opponent is gonna kill you with a spiral technique. Classic situation. You know it's coming. They're on 7 mana. Okay, no, if they're on 7 mana, then you're not. Okay, well, your opponent is clearly preparing for a spiral lethal. We've all been there. And you put down an Oserix. What do? They can't spiral you. Fuck. Your general takes no damage on your turn, not your opponent's turn. They spiral you anyway, and they're like, hee. And you just die. Okay, God damn it, Oserix. I actually thought that you were gonna be useful. God freaking damn it. Yeah, you still die. I'm trying to think a bit about it and have a little bit of hope that, you know, it's a good card. But 7 mana is a lot of mana, man. Like, what can you do? Hit something and not take damage back. Woo! Careful. Someone stop him. Someone stop this crazy man. Too powerful. Oh my god, no, not Oserix. Yeah, you can tank big minions. Yeah, no, it's better. It's better. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't let me spoil the new Oserix. It's better. I do like it. I just expected something that seemed maybe too good. You can now play it, hit something that has a lot of attack without losing any health. Yeah. No. And to be honest, I agree. I agree. Oserix is better. Like, the blast was so useless. This is definitely a buff in my eyes. Definitely a buff. Because you can play Oserix, kill, I don't know, imagine you tank a Revenant. You just don't take damage, which is sick, right? I actually want to try Oserix in a pendant deck. I think the blast kept it from having higher stats. I think the blast is irrelevant. You could just steal the rev. The rev. I mean, to be honest, I don't care about the blast. You can give it blasts with Syzygy. But I'm gonna try this with Pendant. I want to try Oserix. Come on. Sick card. Super cool. It makes sense with Pendant as well. All right. Ooh, Night Sorrow. Night Sorrow is being changed. Is this what you guys were saying before? If it's a revert to Night Sorrow on the attack status, that's gonna be huge. Like, huge. Because people talk about auto-include 3-drops, etc., etc. Tell me an Abyssian deck that doesn't run Night Sorrow Assassin. Okay. 3 mana, stays at 3 mana. It's a 3/1 now. You know that a lot of minions like Purgato, Bone Reaper, they were all like super happy with this month, where Zenrui was no longer anywhere. They were thriving. They were happy. They were like, yeah, we're relevant now. Come on. No, you're not. You fucking Night Sorrowed, bitch. You Bone Reaper, I Night Sorrow your ass. Ironclave Guardian, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it's still on to include, honestly. Zenrui sends their regards. Shit. But you know what? Is now when you get that Portal Guardian above 3 attack, it can't be stopped. Really interesting change, because this makes Night Sorrow on the early game really powerful. You don't have to ping things anymore. But bro, Night Sorrow doesn't kill everything anymore. You're gonna have to be careful. You cannot rely on Night Sorrow to kill huge ass motherfuckers. I hate this so much. This change makes me so upset. Nobody wanted this. Oh. I actually agree with you, Calvin. I think Night Sorrow was a problem when she was like this. This is not anything. This is nothing new. Night Sorrow used to be exactly this. And I really liked when they went to the damage part. Counterpoint, the community. Man. I'm getting like last year vibes all around. But you know, I still need time to understand what I think about this change. I think it impacts Abyssian less than what we think. Abyssian always struggles more in the early game than in the later game, right? And this is a clear buff to Abyssian early game, because very few minions early game have more than 3 attack. And Night Sorrow can just one-shot them. Nothing needed. No Blood Tier, no Void Pulse, nada. Out of here. There's an obelisk crying in a corner right now, afraid of their life, fearing the Night Sorrow Assassin. Yeah, this just sends Bone Reaper back to the Shadow Realm. Hatchling. This is the minion that is created by Progenitor, right? Ooh. Oh, that's cute. I like this buff. That's cute. I think that can be really fun. Progenitor is too slow, but this can be fun. Progenitor with Egg Morph to get these hatchlings out and frenzy people. Ooh, they're changing Twin Fang. I'm gonna say it goes back to 2 mana. Whoa! 3 mana. Oh no, it gives +2. It gives +2. I'm seeing it. +2 attack. +2 attack. Oh. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, eh? I don't know. Is it a nerf? Is it a buff? I'm confused. Oof, +2/+0 is a lot. I like this. Like, I like it in the sense that I want to try it. +2/+0 is a lot. Bro, a lot. Because with the previous Twin Fang, you needed like a lot of pings, a lot of ways to damage your minion. You needed a big board. Now you don't need that much of a board, right? Now you need the mana to equip it. Much more difficult to equip 2 Twin Fangs though, but if you equip 2 Twin Fangs, you're summoning 4 per damage received by your minions or allies. Well, I like it. I'll take it. Elucidator! Stays at 4 mana. So 4 mana, 5/4. That does 2 damage to your general whenever it takes damage, right? Stays at 5/4. Is it a buff? Is it a nerf? Ooh. It's a revert. It's a buff to Elucidator. Because opening Gambit does not affect when you duplicate Elucidator, right? So only the first Elucidator does 4 damage to you. It's a huge buff. Because in the past, Elucidator was doing 2 damage every time it takes damage. So imagine you were dropping Elucidator, going to kill something, he was left with 2 health, and they could ping it twice to do 4 damage to you. I mean, it's still, 4 damage is a lot of damage, but I still think this is a buff. It's difficult to decide, honestly. To be honest, when they changed it, I didn't think it was that much of a nerf. Now that they change it back, I don't think it's that much of a buff. I have to be honest, I have to be realistic, right? It's a deja vu buff, definitely. Yeah, don't stand in. What are you doing? Reachable by a rush minion. Learn to play the game. Moderately chill. We're not chill moderately. We're not. We're outraged. Actually, we're not outraged. For now, I'm kind of okay. Hello. How's it going? All right, so Elucidator. I just get, you know, old Duelyst vibes. 2023 is back. Are you guys happy about everything that was done? It's being reverted. That's literally what I think, Christ. But let's finish. Oh, they're changing Anachronize. Yes. Yes. This is all I wanted. Everything else doesn't matter. This is all I wanted. Honestly. You know when kids make their Christmas list, right? And they're like, you know, yo, moderately chill, thank you for following. Appreciate it. You know when kids write a letter for Christmas saying, you know, all I want is, you know, my family to be happy or world peace. You're never gonna get it. But that would be my list for the patch. Anachronize at the top. Nothing else. I don't care about anything else. I want it anachronized. Anachronized. Okay? So, Anachronize was 4 mana. Destroy everything played since the end of your previous turn. Something like that. right? Just kill everything. It stays at 4 mana. Oh, yes, yes. This is what you guys were mentioning in stream the other day. Ah, beautiful. This change is fan-fucking-tastic, okay? I understand. The card exists. I cannot ask for it to be deleted, okay? Fine. End your turn means that you cannot play Anachronize and then play minions to outpower your opponent. Can you still Anachronize and heal with Earthsphere? Yes. Or heal with Earthsphere first and then Anachronize. But now this is a little bit more tamed. Can they still equip an artifact? Yes. Is this a buff to Twin Fang and all artifacts in Magmar? Indeed it is. Because artifacts won't be destroyed. But minions can't be played. Honestly, maybe it doesn't even impact Anachronize that much. Because you can still say, okay, this turn I have to Anachronize, I'm just going to equip something. Instead of, you know, or heal, or play a spell, or, you know, do other stuff, right? And at least they can't develop a board. At least. It's the minimum we can ask for. Dear Santa, all I want is square peg balance. Anachronize is just dead now? I don't think so. I think with artifacts and stuff like that, it has space. It has a lot. But I mean, you know more about Magmar than me, Abra. Good. That would be my honest reaction. Moderately chill. This ending turn can also prevent them from hitting your face. Imagine if they're provoked. Or they can't reach you because they want to destroy the minion that is in the middle. That's huge. I don't know. I really like this. We'll see. Maybe it's not... I'm on the side that maybe it's not even enough. But let's take it one step at a time. For now, I'm just happy it got changed. And now I might actually play it because I want to fit it in an artifact deck. That is all. We'll see. Fenrir War Master is getting reverted. I can already see it. There was no reason for the damage it took. Oh. Oh, cigüeña. Fenrir is amazing again. So Fenrir is now a 3/3 with a Ghost Wolf 3/3. Its most OP state, exactly. Calvin is happy. Calvin is gonna abandon the Lander Kingdom. Go back to Fenrir. Bro, Fenrir is insane now. I mean, as insane as it was. Like, this has the potential to do, to withstand 4 general hits. Transforming into 12 damage. That is a lot. That is a lot. Yeah, Fenrir is fucking broken right now, bro. Bruh. But, to be honest, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Same as other changes that we've seen before. Night Sword Assassin, for example. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with it. For now. I don't have complaints. Not that, you know, me being okay matters to anybody, but... Archon Spellbinder remains at 6 mana. Go back... No, goes to 6/9. Was it a 6/9 before? It's changed so many times, the stat lines of Archon Spellbinder, that I just don't remember where it is, where it was, who is he. I just know it's amazing. It's always amazing. You can move the stat line as much as you want. Archon Spellbinder is just always amazing. 7-9 was the original. Okay. Well, now it's 6-9. 6-9. I don't think it ever has been 6-9. I don't think so either. Dizark in shambles. No, Dizark. And that's it. That is all we have for today. Shall we do a quick thumbs up, thumbs down before we talk generics? I think we shall. Okay, so I'm gonna be very realistic. I'm gonna say good or bad, in my opinion, doesn't mean that, you know, the change angers me, doesn't mean, it just means what it means, okay? So, no, I preferred it at 4. The combination potentiality at 2 mana is higher than 3. I understand that it's stronger now. It's just more boring as a card because it's less combinable, in my opinion. I think Sunriser is really strong. A little touch where it doesn't hurt, I think it's fine. I'm not gonna enter the discussion if the nerf should have been harsher. I think good. I'm here for the boar-based gameplay. Yeah, boar, bruh. Can I make it downer? Boar is the worst change in the patch. I completely agree with you. Chill. Pando. Hammond. I think it was fine with 1 damage. I think 2 is a lot. I think there was no problem with Hammond. Oserix is good. Not as good as I wanted it, but like it was still a bit like this. Night Sorrow Assassin. I don't know. I liked it more when you had to interact with the minion before just obliterating it from the planet. At least High can't play more than 3. You clearly don't play Gauntlet. So Night Sorrow Assassin, I liked the interaction of having to ping it. And the fact that you could kill anything. Hatchling, cool. I'll take it. I might even try Progenitor. Maybe. Not my priority. Twin Fang, I like it because I feel like the previous Twin Fang had to be in a very specific deck. It had to be in a deck that is tailored in Swarm and like just dropping a bunch of minions and then equipping Twin Fang. I also felt that at times Twin Fang could be really oppressive at 1 mana because you could stack them and it got out of hand. I think at 3 mana, it's a little bit more difficult to play, but you get a higher recompensation even with a smaller board, right? So I like it. Elucidator, I think the effect it had before was much more something you could play more as the opponent with, right? Now it's kind of like smash, magmar, boom, boink type of thing, right? And yeah, this clearly buffs something that was already broken in my opinion, which is Deja Vu Engineer. So that's gonna slap, bro. That's gonna slap. Anachronize. As low as the board goes down, Anachronize goes up. I like this. This feels more of a complex card, more of a duelist type of card, and not so much Unga Boonga, right? You have consequences for your cards. Your actions are not free to play. What's a quick faction tier list after this for a newer player like me? Wow, that's very difficult to say right off the bat, Portway. But I think with the change of Fenrir, Vanner is good. Magmar is good. Lionar is good. Vitruvian hasn't been touched, really. I mean, there's a good balance between factions, to be honest. I think if you really like I would go more for the faction that I liked how it's played more than the faction itself. Because, you know, clearly factions are a bit different, right? So Lionar is a little bit less burst, but more stats, right? Songhai is more burst, less stats. Vitruvian is a bit more quirky. It has, you have to win with like a strategy, right? And then you have like Magmar, which is also kind of like stats. But it's a little bit different than Lionar because it does have the potential of burst. Then you have Abyssian, which is like a lot about the board and how you manage your units and how do you develop units, or you can just go face, to be honest. It has also a really strong aggressive trait to it. And then you have Vanner, which is also a faction that you can either go like on the aggressive side, probably cheaper decks. And then on the other side, you could also try to go with like a combination deck, but those are really expensive in Vanner, like to craft, right? That's way too many dots, Jay. I don't like that many dots. Lio, everything else. They're all good, just play what looks fun. Exactly, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Can you elaborate a bit more on the Magmar class identity? It's a difficult one. For me, Magmar is stats. It has the potentiality of action from hand. So it differs from Lionar a lot in that, right? That you have Elucidator, you have Vindicator, you have Mecantor, so you have a lot of possibilities of going from hand, right? To finish off your opponent or to take board control, right? But it's still strong on stats because it has things like Phalanxar. It has big ass minions, Veteran Silithar. I don't know. It's a faction that I find to be less strategy based and more about overpowering. Magmar's identity is being second best at everything. No, Avath is crying in the corner. What if I find boars fun? I do. I've really liked Vanner just because I like walling people into corners. I mean, Vanner is a very likable faction. I've always had, you know, a little bit of identity issues with Vanner, but because my brother loves to play Vanner, and you know how things go with brothers. Fenrir Warmaster. The change? The thing is, I hated this Fenrir. This Fenrir scares the shit out of me. I really disliked this Fenrir. It just seemed like garbage, honestly. This is the Fenrir that we're all scared of. Or at least I am. Archon Spellbinder change. I just feel like this card is just thrown in there, swabbled a bit their stats, and just put in the patch. I don't understand it, so... I guess. Less attack with the Vindicator? I'll take it. I fail to see how it's that good. What's the major difference? Oh, you mean with Fenrir? I mean, the major difference is Because in Duelyst, there's a big difference between 2 and 3 health. Mainly because all generals have to attack, right? So the fact that this one died to General Punch, even if the ghost was stronger, by dispelling Fenrir, even with spells like Chromatic Cold that just dispel and do 2 damage, Fenrir was out. You dispel it, you punch it with your general, it's dead. And that changes a lot when it's a 3-3. Because a 3-3 survives that punch. So now, to get rid of Fenrir, you need to either attack it with something that is higher than 3. And even if you do, you still have a wolf that is 3-3. Same problem again. Your general needs to attack it twice to kill it if you don't have a minion to support. But a minion to support, the most normal in standard stats, is a 2-3. It sucks that you have to kill that minion to damage Fenrir. Because you're not killing Fenrir with 2 attack. And that is just huge. Huge. In the end, 3-2, 3-4, you attack it 3 times and it's dead. Here, you have to attack it 4 times. It's a very, very slight difference, but it goes a long way. So it does have the same health stats. It's just, how can your opponent optimize the hits they hit on Fenrir? That changes everything, right? Because here, the distribution makes it more like easier to basically, you know, hit it only 3 times. But yeah. Oh, there's a new game mode, by the way. What the fuck? The Amazing Race. Amazing. All right. Enough of the patch.